Thomas, welcome to the Progressive Soapbox. So, the day after Trump's inauguration, he gave a speech to the CIA. And it's probably one of the most disgusting speeches I've ever heard. Honestly. And look, Trump is an absolutely disgusting guy. So, to some degree, I guess you can say it's expected. It made it no less disgusting.
When I was young, we were always winning things in this country. We'd win with trade, we'd win with wars. At a certain age, I remember hearing from one of my instructors, the United States has never lost a war. And then, after that, it's like, we haven't won anything. We don't win anything. The old expression, to the victor belong the spoils. You remember I always used to say, keep the oil. I wasn't a fan of Iraq. I don't want to go into Iraq. But I will tell you, when we were in, we got out wrong. I always said, in addition to that, keep the oil. Now, I said it for economic reasons. But if you think about it, Mike, if we kept the oil, you probably wouldn't have ISIS because that's where they made their money in the first place. So we should have kept the oil. But, okay. Maybe you'll have another chance. But the fact is, should have kept the oil.
The last Republican president, George Bush, invaded a country that did nothing to us, did not attack us. It was not a threat to us. George Bush, in attacking that country in a war of aggression, murdered upwards of 1 million people, including torturing the population of citizens and including to leading, in many respects, to the creation of ISIS, which is now wreaking a path of destruction between Syria and Iraq. In order to do this, we spent upwards of $7 trillion of blood and treasure, not to mention 3,000 Americans. And he wanted to compound all of those crimes of murder, torture, terrorism, compile all those things together by stealing the natural resources of the place that we ourselves invaded and killed and murdered and tortured the population of. Look, part of the reason why progressives have been so adamant about this particular thing, about Obama prosecuting Bush, is for this reason, this exact precise reason. At the end of that, war criminal George Bush, war criminal Dick Cheney, murderer, criminal Tony Blair, they went home. They were walking about the place. They were giving interviews on television. They're living their lives while the damage and the destruction that they created is still festering, murdering thousands of people. You prosecute them because it's the right goddamn thing to do. You prosecute them to prevent the next person, like Donald Trump, from coming in and saying we're going to torture their families. That's why you prosecute them. It has nothing to do with you trying to get something else done or it occupying your time. It is your job as President of the United States. The last president invaded a goddamn country. And you wanted to look forward. Well, we're looking forward. And what we're seeing is the next president is probably going to end up torturing more people. Indefinitely detaining more people. Adding more people to Guantanamo Bay that you did not close. You prosecute them to prevent this, in addition to punishing the behavior, and let that behavior known as something to be punished. There was no consequence. It's my feeling was, where's the world court? Like, certainly there are other countries in the world. Certainly the other countries still drag people into the International Criminal Court for war crimes. I don't understand how they didn't call Tony Blair, Dick Cheney, George Bush to account. They invaded a country based on the premise of a lie. They killed upwards of 1,000 people. They completely destabilized the region. There is the death of millions on their heads. I don't understand how you would not put out some kind of criminal charges against any of these 3 people. Yes, it's not an African dictatorship or whatever. But how many of those African dictatorships killed upwards of 1 million people? Why is it that just because this is from the United States or it's from London, you're giving these guys a pass? And what does that say about your credibility that you'll only go after people when it's somebody who the rest of the world, I guess, dislikes or the rest of the world looks down on? Your credibility depends on you going after pretty much anybody who does things that is going against your mandate. Your mandate. What about the Nuremberg trials? Why does it justify the Nuremberg trials for them? Why does it justify the International Criminal Court charges for many of these other countries or many of these other guys in these other countries? But you kill upwards of 1 million people just because of your new U.S. president? The court gives them a free pass? And so the next president that comes in line that says he's going to torture innocent families, and your response is to turn a blind eye. Where is the rest of the world? You have an American president that is talking openly about stealing the resources of another country. Openly. Yes, he's talking to the CIA, but he's talking to the CIA in front of a camera, saying, yes, we killed and murdered and tortured, and we should have also stolen the resources because it was expensive to do all that killing, murdering, and torturing. We should be compensated for our activities. The international community, if you want to have any level of credibility whatsoever, go after these guys. Put charges on them. They're still part of a community of nations. I don't give a shit if the United States, I don't give a shit if it's Britain. Hold them to account. If you're going to hold other countries, if you're going to hold leaders in all these other places to account, how are you giving them a pass on what turned out to inflame the world to a degree that nobody anticipated? This has been going on for like 20 years. The results of their actions. How did they get a pass? How did they get a pass? Where is your legitimacy? How can you call yourself legitimate if you're not actually willing to go against the people who are doing these things? Just because you can pick on the lesser guy, somebody else who doesn't necessarily have the power of many other upper nations. Yeah, they're easy pickings. The integrity of it is when it doesn't give a shit where they come from. It doesn't matter what their country of origin is. If they're doing something that against the laws that you guys come up with as an international community, they should be held to account. I don't care where they're from. The rest of the world, you are needed. And you will be needed. I'm just saying. Thanks, guys.